March 22nd. Last night she came over and stayed with me all night because she could see that I was not doing well. I'm writing this now because she's in the shower, so I'll try to make this brief. I took off the blanket and revealed the mirror to her. I asked her if anything looked wrong and askewed, but she just laughed and assumed I was playing a joke on her. I glanced at the mirror and everything looked normal. My reflection, the background, the crooked painting, everything was normal. I told her everything and she couldn't tell if I was joking or serious. But I think the more frantic I got, the more she ended up believing me. Well, she believed that I believed what I saw. Her back was to the mirror as I was telling her about the dream, and then, the night after the dream, and while I was telling her the story, I looked at the mirror, and my reflection was looking back at me, smiling again. That horrible, unsettling smile that I have come to fear. I gasped when I saw it, causing her to turn around, but of course, nothing was out of the normal for her. I guess I am crazy. I'm gonna beg her to stay over again tonight. March 23rd. She stayed over at my house again last night. I heard noises all night long. Footsteps, whispers, laughter, and even the sounds of furniture moving. I stayed in bed and I didn't wake her up. I told her earlier in the day I was getting rid of the mirror, and she talked me into keeping it. I don't know why I listened to her. Love, maybe? Or maybe it was the fact that I've convinced myself that I am crazy, and I wanted to prove to myself that the mirror is just that, a mirror and not this portal to another world. We woke up in the morning and I expected my house to be destroyed given all the noise that I'd heard, but I was relieved when everything looked normal. Even the blanket was still dangling from the mirror. Maybe everything is fine. Today is Saturday, and I don't work tonight or tomorrow. It's time to relax and detox my brain. March 25th. Sorry that I didn't write anything yesterday. Saturday night, I ran out of the house and drove to my girlfriend's apartment. I stayed there all day and night on Sunday. I think I just needed to get out of my house for a while. As much as I don't want to relive the mental pain I felt on Saturday, I feel as if I need to document what happened. Around 3 a.m, I still couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned all night. I was scared that if I slept, I would be encountered by the mirror version of myself. I decided that I was going to prove to myself that there was nothing cursed about my mirror. I kicked my door open and stormed down the hallway. I ripped the blanket off the mirror and I saw nothing. I mean, not truly nothing, but no me staring back. I saw the background reflection in the mirror from before. And everything was all destroyed and mangled, but no reflection of me. As I studied the mirror world, I noticed a figure emerge from the back of the mirror reflection. It was me. The figure wasn't smiling anymore. Now, they were looking at me from a distance with an almost sinister anger in their eyes. I was inches from the mirror, but this dark reflection of me was in the back of the room. Without notice, the mirror version of myself sprinted at me. I could hear the rushing footsteps behind me, and I immediately turned around to brace for the impact, and bang! Something made contact with me. But as I turned around, I saw nothing. I got up from the ground and looked at the mirror one last time, and the mirror version of myself was now standing over on the other side of the mirror, his hands pressed against the glass as if it were an animal in a cage. The evil look on his face was palpable, and I could feel the insidious intentions of this entity. This was not in my head. This was happening. So at 3 a.m, I grabbed my keys and I drove. I drove all night until the sun rose, avoiding the mirrors in my car in fear that this creature, this man, this version of me could somehow get to me. Sunday morning, I drove to my girlfriend's apartment. I stayed with her all day and all night. I didn't want to return to my house. I didn't look at the mirror in her bathroom or her bedroom. I felt the irrational fear of mirrors and I didn't care. If I couldn't see myself looking back at me, I somehow felt safe. She's with me now, I left out a lot of the details from Saturday night when I told her the story, but she still agreed to come home with me. Tomorrow, we're getting rid of that mirror once and for all. It's 3 a.m. on March 26th. My girlfriend isn't in bed anymore. I passed out at some point during the night, most likely from exhaustion and stress. I woke up moments ago to hear her scream. I've called out her name and no response. This isn't a joke. I know she wouldn't joke about this. I cracked the bedroom door and I saw a figure standing at the end of the hall. I know it's me, but I can't confront it. I continue to shout her name even as I write this. Wait. I can hear her voice, but it's faint. I could hear what sounded like fists banging on the glass. Oh no. Is she in the mirror somehow? I have to save her. I must save her. I hope to write again, and if anybody ever finds this journal in my house, find the antique mirror and destroy it. March 29th. What an ugly mirror. Not sure why people even need mirrors. I destroyed it, and I'm happy. I was lost in a mirror one time, a gateway to another world. But, you know, I'm here now, and I'm never getting lost again. I look back at these entries in this journal and I laugh. Nothing to worry about. I'm all good. Some people take life for granted. Well, I'm not one of those people. Today is the first day of the rest of my life.